Hello and welcome to a very special Have You Seen It here today. Yes, after the last Have You Seen It where we looked at the awful CGI in Mac and Me, I figured why not make a huge video where we look at the worst CGI and, you know, you're in for a treat. This is mind-burning movie scenes. These will burn your face, especially this first one. This first one from Indiana Jones 4. I'm so sorry. This movie is obviously renowned for being really shitty with its CGI, and well, this part is especially shit. Let's take a look at it. You can see why that is one of the worst. That was really shit. I gotta admit, I love movies where they have ant mounds and like ants carrying people and stuff like that. And killer ants. I like killer ants. They're kind of cool. I don't mind this scene. It's just that CGI at the end kind of ruins it. But I hate Indiana Jones 4. It's a terrible movie. Indiana Jones 4 is obviously a really terrible film, but let's take a look. Could it get any worse? This is now the final scene of RoboCop. This is the effect they use when the guy gets shot out of the window. That reminds me of the on purpose bad effect in the AVGN movie. What? It's literally the exact same shit, I mean, but that one was done on purpose. You can't really say that's one of the worst CGI in movies because that had no budget, but what the is that? What were they thinking? I like RoboCop, it's a fun movie, but god damn it, it just ruins these scenes and it ruins these movies where you look back and you go, that is so shit. Can it get worse? I saw The Mummy Returns a long time ago when I had my VHS tape of The Mummy and The Mummy Returns on the one VHS. Actually, I might still have it somewhere. 1 second. Oh crap, there's dust everywhere. Oh shit. There's dust all over it. Oh shit, you know. Oh. So when I was little, I got this VHS. It just took me about 5 minutes to find it in my video shelf. And I watched The Mummy and The Mummy Returns back to back. I was just at the end of The Mummy Returns and I noticed that the Scorpion King returned and this is what it looked like. Oh shit, you know. Oh no. I just love this. Brendan Fraser rivaling Nicolas Cage. Just, I could never get over that picture. Just why would you? That was shit, but does it get worse? Yes, it does. I watched Air Force One a few months ago and I was like, yes, I'm so excited to see this movie. This movie was so good when I was little. I loved watching Air Force One and I watched it and I thought it was the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen. I was pretty disappointed, but by the end I was like, okay, let's see if they can finish it well. And my god, was I greeted with the worst special effect in a big budget movie I've ever seen. And this is one you've got to see to believe. No. If you actually thought that was a good effect, please comment in the comments. I want to see why you think that's a good effect, because I'm actually interested. That was... Does it get worse? I've got no words for that. The channel is called Sans Movies. I look at movies all the time, so you could imagine that I watch a lot of movies. And a movie that I watched last night and continued today was a movie that I actually kind of like. No, I don't kind of like it. I really like it. And I think it's got an underrated score. And it's called Kingsman: The Secret Service. And I think everyone's probably seen it. But there was one scene that kind of threw me off guard. And it was when he was like with the professor and he had to kill the professor to get out of there or something. And he jumps out. This movie came out in 2014 and it's a similar explosion effect to one I've had in my reviews in the past. And in comparison to my old reviews, it's actually kind of similar. It's a really shitty explosion effect. And I need your opinion on this one because a lot of people would think this is good. I think it's awful. Let's take a look. Yeah, see, nah, that's shit. What is the worst CG effect in movies? Well, we're looking at two shark movies scenes with the worst CGI. When they made another sequel to Jaws, they called it Jaws 3D, and this was one of the first 3D movies that was just eye-popping 3D. And when this came out, everyone was like, oh yeah, we're gonna see some awesome 3D effects. It was so shit. This specific effect is just, it's awful, okay? It sucks. I've just got no words for this one. Here it comes, extremely slowly at us. Now I know this is the 80s and you can kind of excuse it a little bit because they were just starting off with 3D effects. Actually, no, you can't excuse that. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. But hey, at least it's not as bad as Jaws 4. I can't believe they did worse than that. No, there is worse. There is something from the 21st century that has a worse shark effect than that. Alright, here we go guys. This is Sans Movies' pick for the worst CGI in a movie ever. Nope, 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 nope. There you have it folks, the worst CGI in a movie ever. Now there is Stephen King's The Langoliers. I think that's how you pronounce it.
No, Craig! Make them go away! Please make them go away! I'll be goodbye! Please, I promise I'll be good if you just make them go away!
Okay, that's the worst CGI in a movie ever. I have no idea what they were thinking when they put that in their movie. And they put all these in their movie. What were they thinking? This is the finished product, ladies and gentlemen. These are all rushed movies into completion, trying to make that extra buckaroo just to get your movie some kind of money. This is what happens when you go into the worst CGI ever. Thanks for watching this Have You Seen It special, guys. It has been fun looking at these CGI movies. I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy this video. I can understand why you didn't. This is the worst CGI ever, and I have brain cancer, so I'm just gonna go. Yeah, so, thanks for watching, guys. It's been great. Kill me!